Buyer beware, Luxe Hiking Gear. The company had such awesome potential and they blew it. What's going on, guys? Today I'm making a video about why I'm done with Luxe Hiking Gear. I am going to quit using them. I'm not going to promote them. I'm not going to use them. I'm absolutely done. They're a bunch of con artists. Before we get into that, I feel like it's really important for me to say that Luxe Hiking Gear is just a distributor for luxeoutdoors.com. Luxe Outdoors has a lot of companies distributing their equipment and gear. And if you go to luxeoutdoors.com, you'll see on their homepage on the left-hand side, there's a list of the distributors that they use. And Luxe Hiking Gear is, unfortunately, one of them. Whatever Luxe Outdoors is going to do about that, I have no idea if they do anything at all. It would be good if they did, because Luxe Hiking Gear is putting quite tarnish and stain on all the names associated with Luxe in any way, shape, or form. So in this video, I'd just like to keep it quick, right to the point, about why I am done using Luxe Hiking Gear. But before I get into that, I just need a little bit of backstory to put all of this into context. When I first started purchasing hot tents, it was from Luxe Hiking Gear. And the first tent I got was the Mini Peak XL, and I absolutely loved it. I had no issues ordering it either. I liked that tent so much that I got the Mega Horn. And that tent I liked so much that I got the Octopeak, and the Octopeak was awesome. And after having an experience with all those, I went ahead and I got the Rocket XL. I mean, the build is good. I've never had an issue. I've actually been quite impressed for the money. And the thing that I liked about all these shelters was that it was affordable, it was cheap, and I was having good service with them. I put in an order and within 2 weeks, bam, I'd have my shipment. It was great. And I learned a lot from those tents. That's what I liked about these tents, was that they were affordable, and through the use of each one, it helped me learn what I was looking for in a hot tent and what features and intricacies suited me best or that I didn't like at all. Now, these are affordable budget tents, and Luxe Hiking Gear makes it quite clear in their statements, warranty statements and whatnot, that their warranty is pretty much non-existent. And also through time and internet chatter, it's become quite obvious that their customer service sucks. Now, I didn't really care about all that stuff because I'm of the mindset that for that price, for a quality tent, I am the warranty. I'm fine with that. I'll fix it if anything goes wrong. And none of the tents came in a fashion that needed customer service. Like, everything was workable and fine and of good quality. The packages arrived on time and in good shape. Now, I bought my first Luxe Hiking Gear tent over 3 years ago now, and in that 3 years' time, the company reputation has tanked hardcore. A lot of people complaining about the customer service and a lot of people complaining about the warranty. And like I said, I never cared about that stuff, but that's just my own personal opinion and outlook on the situation. A lot of other people do care about that stuff, and that's completely understandable. And you're spending your hard-earned money, whether it's an affordable budget tent or not, you're spending your hard-earned money, and you'd like somebody to talk to if a situation arises. Well, good luck with that through Luxe Hiking Gear. Pretty much not going to happen. If something goes wrong with these tents, if a seam rips or a zipper blows out and you get a hold of Luxe Hiking Gear, they're going to send you some generic computer-generated message that says, sorry about your luck, get it fixed locally. And by the way, we're not going to cover that cost for you. That's not cool. As time does, it's marching on and people start complaining about really long shipping times or just flat out not getting their packages. And I just kind of assumed at the time that people were ordering back-ordered products and it was taking a long time, and that was really irritating people, understandably. But me being a little bit presumptuous about it because I had had really good experience ordering 4 of their tents, I just figured, these people ordered back-order tents and they didn't really quite realize it at the time. And that was definitely an error on my behalf, as it turns out. I should not have assumed that. So for that, I apologize. That makes me feel like a little bit of a heel. What really turned the tables for me was that I was recommending these tents to people, and quite a few of the people that I recommended these tents to are people that I've had lengthy conversations with, many of them. They're social media friends, if you will, and they started getting ripped off, and that just pisses me off, and that's where I draw the line. I can't be supporting a company that is going to be flat out ripping people off. What they're doing is flat out wrong, and at this point I'm just trying to help spread the word and get that word out there. Buyer beware, Luxe Hiking Gear. And you start paying attention to all this internet chatter, and if you belong to any Luxe group at all on Facebook or whatever social media outlet it is that you're using, you're going to see and hear a lot of customer complaints. Like, they're flooding the sites, just complaint after complaint after complaint after complaint of people getting ripped off, just flat out not receiving what they've ordered. From what I've seen on the internet, that's happened a bunch of times, and I know people that it's personally happened to, and it happened to them on my recommendation, and that's just, oh, it gets my blood boiling. And when my blood gets boiling, the bugs, they like that. The bugs are getting bad now. I would not recommend to anyone at this point that you order from Luxe Hiking Gear. There's a very high probability that you're going to get ripped off, and that just sucks. Buyer beware, Luxe Hiking Gear. Company had such awesome potential, and they blew it. So I'm sorry. I apologize a million times over if you got one of these tents on my recommendation. It makes me feel terrible, and I'm eating crow right now, but that's a really large reason why I'm making this video in the first place. Ultimately, I just hope that this video helps somebody. If you have been thinking about buying a tent through Luxe Hiking Gear, I strongly recommend that you consider a different outlet. Whether it's Luxe Outdoors and one of their other distributors, or a different tent company altogether, chances are you're going to have better luck. So sorry to have to make this video, but it needed to be made, and I'll see you next time with something quite a bit more positive. Talk to you later.